There's been a lot happening in the industry in the last few months. Some of the most notable items have certainly been the consecutive rate rises we're all feeling and seeing, a very transformational period amongst businesses where they are delayering hierarchies, and there's also been a continued mass migration of employees to different states since COVID. And we're also approaching and very much in the bank bonus and profit results season. So we've been able to see how the banking and finance industry has been tracking, with NAB boasting profits of $7.7 billion, Westpac boasting their best balance sheet in the last 30 years. So it is looking promising from those perspectives, but a lot more to unpack. There's been a number of recruitment trends we have witnessed over the last few months. A real key one that we have seen has been that continued move of candidates across the nation seeking a better lifestyle in different states, and coupled with a streamlining of business hierarchies and structures, it's also seen a number of middle to senior management made redundant and in a position where they start wondering, what is next for me? What we have seen out of that is a lot of people rethinking their career trajectories and looking at ways to further enhance their skills, but not necessarily take a linear path. And a good example of a recent time has been there's a couple of candidates we've successfully placed who have come from senior positions, management positions, in fact, where they have been affected by organisational restructures. And they've had a look at where they are in their career and taken on board a new opportunity in the front line of banking, running a book of clients, looking at ways to grow from there and utilise their networks that they've established over the years. Another key recruitment trend we have seen in the last few months has certainly been the decline in jobs advertised. For the banking and lending industry specifically, we have seen approximately a 30% drop in jobs advertised. This just means we are in a market where we are more proactively recruiting as opposed to reactively recruiting, which is what we became quite used to over the COVID period. However, if we do unpack this and take a closer lens at the market, there are areas of growth. Commercial banking remains quite strong, with small businesses certainly needing finance to cope with the current economy. We have certainly seen a bit of a boost in growth roles in that space, and in fact, in the last 3 months alone, we have placed 6 growth roles in commercial banking, whereas other segments such as home lending and corporate banking do remain a little more plateaued, with predictions for growth in the new year. We are predicting for 2024 continued growth in the commercial banking segment off the back of steady growth this year. We are also predicting some growth in small business recruitment. So with a lot of small businesses in Australia turning off the recruitment taps this year to really drive transformational activity or cost-saving strategies, next year will be a time for them to recalibrate where they're at and look at how do we invest in the business through top talent. We do predict this to start flowing through early 2024 with a more consistent increase from about mid to late 2024. It's also a year where strong and tenured bankers who have demonstrated performance, strong networks, will still remain in high demand, with businesses facing challenges such as being time poor and also still looking at reducing costs. They are looking at hires that can really hit the ground running when they join the business, as they are unfortunately stretched to train new and up-and-coming bankers. Another prediction we do have for 2024 certainly is off the back of what experts are saying around the property market, with strong predictions for the property market to increase as demand is currently well outweighing supply. We are potentially facing a market where there will be a bit of a boom and an increase in financing needs across the nation. In a market where there is a surplus of top quality candidates looking for jobs or speaking with prospective hiring managers, it's really important to remember a few key things to make sure you stand out from the rest and put your best foot forward. It's crucial that your CV and your LinkedIn profile align and are updated with all accurate information around your career timeline, key achievements, and any important anecdotes as well that really demonstrate your success from the past. Remember that it's not just you applying for the job, but you are going up against plenty of other candidates that do have that experience. And partnering with an agency as well can help you better your chances, as we do provide that guidance through the process and can help put you forward in the best possible light. For clients currently navigating the market, it's really important not to lose sight of the candidate experience and how candidates feel during the recruitment process. We live in a rapidly changing world, and between catastrophic world events and the rising rates, candidates are becoming much more calculated about their career decisions. It's important to provide them with comfort and assurance throughout the process, and this can easily be done with a few simple things like ensuring that they have an accurate job description from the start of the process, that the process is timely and feedback is also timely, and that they have provided with all the housekeeping details that matter to them from the very start, things like salary, location, working hours. My best advice is to think about what would you want as a candidate in this process and put yourself in the candidate's shoes. Something else to be mindful of in the hiring process is that we are currently in a market where there are a surplus of candidates for most jobs. This sounds ideal, which means that you put out an ad and you yield a really significant response. However, the responses can be overwhelming when they are in the hundreds, and it can sometimes lead to a negative candidate experience because many top quality candidates may be overlooked, not contacted, response times may be delayed, or some candidates don't get a response at all. It's really important before setting out to hire that you have a clear strategy in mind around how to tackle this, or perhaps talk to your agency partner as well about the best way to manage this and ensure a positive candidate experience. As we all know that the candidates are the lifeblood of the business, and it's super important that we get this right from the start.